Always on fire.
You're watching GuudeBoulderfist. You're watching GuudeBoulderfist. You're watching GuudeBoulderfist.
Hello guys, welcome back. So, today I spent a lot of time recording with BWO and Baj. We went caving, did a bunch of stuff. I rallied my animals. My pigs have been released, and all of that footage was no good. I had an audio problem. It seems to be common here recently, and so nothing was recorded. But I made this whole little trench here to get. It was actually pretty hilarious. I think through here is where they started at. Yeah. And then the cow escaped over here, and I don't know. It was a lot of good footage that you'll never see. I'm sorry. It was not intentional because I would not do such a thing. But anyways, I'm gonna go about tearing this down. Not worth watching. And I think next I'm gonna start building my house. It was funny today because we played for like 2 hours, and I was like, and I told them next time I was gonna build my house. I guess it was like it was meant to be. I wasn't allowed to go caving until I had my house done. But I got a lot of stuff. Yeah, here we go. Look at all that iron I got on me. Gold, lapis, or sorry, lupus, 4 diamonds. Had a good haul. So you can imagine it was a lot of good stuff. But you'll see it on BWO's channel. I'm sure he'll upload a lot of that, so you won't be missing out. I'm just sad you won't get to see all the greatness from my perspective, especially this bit right here, because this was after BWO left, and I don't think Baj was recording. Maybe he was. But anyways, I'm gonna get to clearing this down, and I will be back with you guys shortly. Alright, so there's a skeleton. Let's kill him. Oh fuck, he just shot me in the face. Stop shooting me in the face, skeleton. Oh, I missed him. Jesus. I'm gonna die. Don't. Okay. Alright, so I've tried to start laying out the plot here for my house, and I'm having a hard time with it because my house in the real world does not fit into Minecraft plot here. I almost feel like I should not do this for this plot, but I'm going to still try to do it. So here's my little downstairs area of my house. So this is the back of my house here. I have a concrete floor, and these are the 2 doors on each side of the house. I just got some glass cooking for the windows I have at the back of the house here. So then this will be the front of the house up here. Obviously, since that's the back of the house, that would obviously make this the front of the house. The thing is, alright, so I said this is the downstairs area here. So there's going to be like stairs that come up. We don't want to make it 3 blocks high. So then this will be the ground floor of the house. So let's see here. We got. I'm just gonna lay it out on the ground here. We have the dining room. Let's say it like right there, maybe. I was gonna measure this all and like try to do it to scale, but I realized that's just not really possible. Because what I was gonna do is measure this as the door frame, which is basically 5.5 inches. For those that said that that's crazy, you have to think that walls are built with 2x4s, which are 4.25 inches, I believe 4.25, and then you got the sheetrock on each side of it. So yeah, your door frames are about 6 inches, guys, unless you live in a cardboard box. And not that there's anything wrong with that. By all means, live in a cardboard box. But alright, so here we got the dining room, and then there's the laundry room here. It's a really tiny hallway, so the hallway is going to be probably just 2 blocks wide. See, this isn't right though, because then let's go maybe out to here, and then the hallway. Which this isn't going to be on the ground here. I'm gonna build it Let me eat something. I don't have any food. I like some zombie flesh. I'm poisoned. Alright, so then we got the laundry room, I would say. That. There. Which isn't... It's just no good way to make this in Minecraft. Because then we got a small bathroom here. I semi-organized my chests for the people on the internets that hate things being unorganized. Let's have some more zombie flesh. That one didn't poison me. Oh, never mind. Yes, it did. Alright, so there's the bathroom. It's just not big enough for the laundry room at all, because there's like a closet, and then the washer and dryer. When I was little, this was my bedroom. Before it became a laundry room. So we got the bathroom, and then we have the bedroom that we sleep in. Let's see, that needs to connect. So that's not quite right. Giving you guys a layout on the proper way to rob me. So yeah, sorry for the delay recently with the videos this last week. Wasn't much I could really do about it. It was YouTube being YouTube, really. And we got what is technically our living room, but it's not. It's not really. I mean, it's actually a bedroom, but we have our TV in it. Let's see, it's bigger than the room because the only thing we have in this room is just our bed, pretty much, and the TV. And then we have our big TV in this room here. See, all these things are going to be smaller than they really are because I'm trying to fit it into this lot. So I'm just doing the best I can here with the area that I have. And there's a joint closet here. Okay, we got a joint closet between these two rooms. And then here's our baby room. Let's see how wide I made this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. That just fucks up everything, doesn't it? My room would just be smaller for some strange reason. Alright, so this is the baby room here. This isn't right either there. Because the doorway here, it's not lined up to that wall. It's more like... Well, it's more than one block, but it's just going to be one block. This is all going to be fucked up because there's a big deck on the front of my house and there's just no room for the deck. Alright, I guess this is the front door to the house. This is technically the living room, but we don't use it for much of anything other than there's some tables in there and we throw our mail on it. I guess that's fine. So this is our something room. Technically a living room, but we don't use it as a living room. Alright, so I guess let me fix this over here. So this is our dining room here, and then it goes into the kitchen. And then we have the room I'm sitting in right now, which is the computer room. Technically it's the master bedroom of the house, but we don't use it as a master bedroom. We don't use our house the way it's supposed to be used. We do it all wrong. This isn't right though. The kitchen's got to be longer. I need more. I'm gonna need more road. Yeah, this is gonna have to be extended all the way out to here, I guess. Which I'm not gonna have room to put up my garage on because technically my garage is like over there in the water. Allington starved to death. That's pretty funny. So we were just doing some parkour here in my yard. They're gonna be so sad that I'm actually building a house now. There won't be room for parkour anymore in my yard. But I'm sure we can find somewhere else to parkour. I think B00's gonna put some in his basement actually. Alright, so here's another bathroom. There's a door to the outside, which is the door they busted into when my house was robbed. And there we go. There's my house. I don't know how I'm gonna fit a deck on it, but I'll try. Let's see here. This needs. It's actually like double mirrored doors, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll open it up for double doors like that. All right. So this all is gonna need to be raised up a bit. I think I'm gonna use. Well, actually no. Crack probably wouldn't look right, but it's cinder block. My foundation is. So I'm guessing that's what I want to use here. So yeah, YouTube was being really crazy with saying that I didn't have rights to use GuudeBoulderfist's music. So had to jump through a lot of hoops to get them to agree. We sent them a letter, or sent them an email saying, or GuudeBoulder wrote an email saying, yes, Guude has permission to use the song GuudeBoulderfist. I mean, you would think that this is self-explanatory, but honestly, YouTube's just trying to cover their own asses to make sure that no one's violating any copyrights, because then it'll come back on them. So I sent him the first letter, and the guy responded saying that GuudeBoulder did not see the word commercial, so denied. So sent him a second email with GuudeBoulder saying the word commercial, and denied again. Saying it wasn't very clear. He just sent me the same fucking thing saying that we cannot find there's valid proof that you have commercial rights for the use of this music. So I respond to him, saying basically, well, what exactly are you wanting? Do you need a physical letter, like? Because I mean they don't have a fax number or an email or a mailing address or anything like that you can send stuff to. So it's not like you can just fax something right on over or something. And every time I've given them GuudeBoulder's phone number and stuff like that, so they could have contacted him through email or phone or whatever, but never, they didn't do anything like that. So what ended up happening is, I asked him, basically, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a physical letter in like handwritten letter or whatever? And I think I pissed him off, because then I got this all caps nerd rage response that was in all capital letters. As I previously said, we need a written response from BOO or from John saying that you have the commercial use for this music. And so he still didn't, because I said specifically, you want to email or what? Because at first he said a digital signature and stuff like that. So we were just a bit confused about what exactly they wanted. So anyways, what we ended up doing is John hand wrote a letter, attached like his contact information, like social security card, license, birth certificate, and scanned that, and we saved it as a PDF and sent that to them, and they finally said that yes, you can use the music that was written for your channel. So with that said, I'm now able to upload again, thank God. I think I'm gonna have to terraform this a bit, because I really want my deck on here. It doesn't seem right without the deck. It's really hard to replicate something like your house in this game unless you have a lot of room. If I had a lot of room, I could really do this the way I want to. But being limited on space, it's not going to be what exactly I envision going into this whole thing. My dad actually built this house using the wood from our land behind our house. So like all the wood in the house was built out of the trees from our land, which is kind of cool. There is food somewhere, I swear to it. Okay, here we go. But in other news, I am definitely starting my single player Iron Man map. And I just thought of something. How am I gonna do the inside of the house? It's all sheetrock. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I've been too busy thinking about just fitting the floor plan here. I haven't really thought about what the inside's gonna look like. I need like a ton of white wool to do sheetrock walls. But so here's the plan for the single player. I'm gonna use the seed MindCrack, which is the seed we were originally gonna use for this. Then we decided to go with the seed that we're using here instead. which is Guude is best for anyone that's forgotten. I did not come up with that. The MindCrack will be the seed, and we will not be able to die. I feel like I'm saying this very slowly. And the goal is going to be to find all 3 strongholds in the world and conquer them without dying. Someone had suggested something that's a little bit interesting. Or not a little bit interesting. I really like the idea. I just don't know how you guys would take it. The suggestion was that diamonds could be extra lives, meaning every diamond you find, you have the choice of using it or setting it aside as an extra life, and if you die you have to destroy that diamond. And I thought that might be actually kind of cool, where you would be allowed to die then, but if you die then you're out of diamond, and if you have no diamonds when you die, then game is over. So I'm kind of interested in what you guys would think about something like that. If you think it's a good idea, let me know, and I'll see about making that happen. People have been contacting me about Nebris. And I don't think some people understood that he was kind of joking early on. He wasn't being so serious, but his house is kind of big, and I will not argue with you guys that have been talking about that, because everyone else is building a modest house, and then you see this thing over here. But Arcus's house is kind of, I don't know. I think everyone is just out. He's a martyr. Everyone's out to hate on the guy now. But I don't know. I guess you just have to know Nebris. I don't know. He's always been like that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, just like if you watched our Terraria, he took everything and left me with nothing. So he's that's just the kind of person he is. I guess Race for the Wool update here. I've been, as everyone knows, I've been the one that does all the organizing. It was originally, let's talk about how everything came about. As most of you know, B000 came to me suggesting that we do the legendary map, and I was like, hey man, that's a cool idea, let's give it a shot. And him and I didn't really know each other prior to that. We just talked briefly, but had never actually played anything together. So we started doing that, and Avidia was watching it, and he was like, man, this would be awesome if there was like a PvP aspect as well. And I was like, wow, that's a really great idea. So I contacted Vex, and I was like, hey man, you should make a PvP map. And we got to where we were talking pretty regularly, and he said he was really busy with working on Super Hostile number 8, and didn't know if he'd have time to get to it. But the more we talked about it, I think just the more it intrigued his interest. And so I've gotten to where I talk to Vex like all the time on Skype now. And so he basically made the first Race for the Wool. So it was going to be me and B000 versus Avidia and somebody. We didn't know who yet. We were thinking about Paul Soares Jr. But sometime after that, Ko ended up moving and had more free time, and said that that he could do it with us if we wanted him to. So we were like, yeah, sure, man, that'd be great. So then it became Avidia and Ko versus me and B000, and I had a feeling everyone was gonna like the whole aspect. It's something new to Minecraft, so I'm really glad that I was able to contact Vex and get this all worked out. And since we did the first one, we decided that it'd probably be even more fun as a 4v4, because you have basically, for one thing, it makes it quicker, it makes it go quicker, so you're not playing in one sitting for 4 to 6 hours. It's more of a 2 to 3 hour type of thing. So after that, we were trying to figure out other people to bring into it. So I contacted Zisto, as many of you know from Vex's maps, and also Etho. And from there, so in the next Race for the Wool, we're going to have some new faces. I've managed to get Etho and Zisto and Doc M, 777 Static, 777, Brenny, Joe Hills, Zombie Cleo, and Paws on Paws. Those are all the people that will be participating in the next. Oh bloody hell! I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am sorry about that. I am back. So yeah, pretty much that's it. We're gonna do a league type of thing, I think, where every team's gonna play against everyone. So we're gonna still have the same teams from the first 4v4, which is Dutroid, Michael, MC Gamer, and Simple Gamers versus. I think they're gonna go up against Zisto and his team first, and then we'll go up against them. We'll go up against Zisto's team. We'll go up against Etho's team. We're gonna basically go up against all the teams, and yeah, when it's all said and done, basically everyone will play against everyone, and then the two teams that have performed the best at the end of it will, in the end, go up against each other in a Super Bowl type of concept. So that's where that's going, and yeah, I just want to really thank Vex for being such a cool guy, and being so open to suggestions and taking this and just running with it. And I'd like to thank B00 for contacting me early on about these Vex maps and getting me interested into it. And then I'd like to thank Avidia for coming up with the whole idea of the PvP aspect to it. So without those guys, I never would have been inspired to contact Vex, and the whole thing never would have happened. So. And I think it's a new aspect to Minecraft that everyone seems to enjoy, and I think it's got a lot of potential for the future too. So there's no way out of this house. That was my wife calling just now, and she said, "You're not showing them exactly what our house looks like, are you?" I said, "Not exactly. There's no room for a deck. You'll never know how to get in. There's no deck." Oh, Jesus, it makes a lot of them. Holy hell. I didn't want that many. Well, I'll probably don't need them, I guess. I don't know what the future's going to hold for the races. I guess we'll just have to, that's just going to be something we're just going to have to kind of wait and see, I guess. Can you stand on the panes? Oh, yeah, you can. I don't know if we'll keep using the same teams in the future or what we'll do, really. It's kind of hard to say. It really will just depend on what Vex comes up with, and also trying to listen to the people and see what they're interested in. I mean, B00 and I had talked about contacting Etho before we'd done the original race, because we were trying to figure out who our teams would be. We knew we wanted to get a video in since it was his idea that inspired the whole thing, but then beyond that, we didn't really know who Avidia's partner was going to be. So we thought about contacting Etho then, but being friends with like me, Avidia, Co, B00, we all hang out in the same group, as you guys know, the Spawn. So he was there, but he's normally busy a lot, so we hadn't really even considered asking him if he wanted to participate until right before it all happened. And then we thought of the whole idea of making it more than just one race, like a winner versus winner thing at the end, and that's how Michael and Dutroid got involved as well. I guess I'm going to use Smoothstone will be my version of Sheetrock. It's just not quite right because the laundry room goes out into this room just slightly. It's really hard to, like I said, I mean, I'm not using any measurements, so it might be a little bit easier had I done. Oh, that's going to mess up my window design there. Fuck. You know what? Just never mind. There won't be. The laundry room will not be correct. In other news, the guy that broke in my house, he's been caught. He's in jail. There was, I don't know if I talked about this at all before now. It's hard to remember what I've said. I'm sorry. He got caught, and, well, okay, a few houses over, it's on another street. Get your fucking story straight, Jason. On another street, he was caught breaking into someone's house, and the person came home as it was happening, and he ran out into his car and tried to drive away, but she followed him and called the police while she was following him, and the police followed him to right down the road from my house, and that's pretty much the story. So they found a bunch of jewelry in his car and stuff like that, so they were pretty sure that, this is the guy that's been breaking all these houses. But for some reason, they didn't put the two and two together that it was also my house. I guess because he didn't take anything? I don't know. So I called the detective the day after that he got arrested and was like, well, so that was the guy, right? And he's like, oh, you think he's the guy that broke in your house? And I'm like, well, yeah. Don't you? And they were like, oh, well, yeah, maybe so. We'll look into that. So they looked into that, and they talked to him, interviewed him, and he said that he has found Jesus and he would like to confess to his crimes, and he confessed that he did in fact break into my house. So he's been charged with breaking into my house, and they charged him with 8 more break-ins today. He was already up to 11 break-ins, so he's got quite a few on his rap sheet now. So hopefully he'll sit in prison for the rest of his life. I'm sure he won't, but you know, whatever. As long as it's for a little while. He wasn't really able to tell him much, apparently. He said that he was on a lot of drugs and stuff when he broke in our house, but he did confess to it. See, that's the other thing. The inside of the house shouldn't be wood. This is going to look terrible. This is not right at all. We're just going to have to live with it, okay, guys? This is the best I can do. We have brown carpet in this part of the house. I'm just going to make it dirt. Not really. I'll figure something out. Right now, it's just going to be dirt just so I can walk around in here. You know what I wanted to do? Is the fun over? The fun is never over. I think maybe I should stop recording for a bit and finish filling this in and see what I've got footage-wise and see if I can make it all one episode. I don't know. Try to get it rendering for tonight, maybe even. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here, guys. I appreciate you all watching as always, and I hope this wasn't too boring. I got some parkour video that I'm gonna try to get up to. It may already be up while I'm saying this. I don't know. But I won't do too much without you guys, and you can see me try my best to replicate my real life house in Minecraft. I'll see you guys later.
Always on fire.
You watching GuudeBoulderfist. You watching GuudeBoulderfist. You watching GuudeBoulderfist. Fighting just the same as life. Got you laughing every night.
Yes. You know your diamond shit just got fucked. Things explode out of them from all sides.